Building downtown. Building downtown. Building downtown.
Well, I thought we were gonna let you go, but
So the fuck did I? How the fuck was that? You have to talk us through this.
All right, so basically, remember I told you guys I was top secret clearance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't give a shit anymore, really.
Like
I'm not supposed to say this because I don't have it anymore. I'm not in the Navy, but we were in charge. This was like in 2000, 2002, something like that, and I was running MPC. I was working in the message processing center, MPC for short. We would get all the direct traffic from, because back in those days, in that year, there was really no internet yet, barely, just emailing,
Mm-hmm.
So I would get all the, we would get all the message traffic from all commercial, even news, everything. So we would, distribute it amongst the people on the boat. And this would also require, sometimes it'd be like flash messages, which was like top secret. So I got this one message, maybe
Bro, can I just say, I need you to do a Robin Williams when you're done, because this just screams.
Why would you cut him off at that point?
Sorry,
Continue,
because that's
Fredo.
the point he's
at. What do you call it? So I was in the thing. I get a message and it says, I think it was in June or July, and then it came in as a flash message. So you can't send that around the boat. You have to send it to only the captain, the admiral, whatever the fuck, I forget, right? But it's just a certain people that you send it to. You know what I mean? And so. Whatever. And the message says, Osama bin Laden plans attack on a U.S. site, location TBA to be announced. And so I'm like, yeah, whatever. And it was in the first 2 weeks. They even say the first 2 weeks of September, but we don't know when.
Yeah.
So basically, how it happened was, so. In the Navy, here in America, there's things called battle groups. So I was on Top Gun per se, right? That they're flying off of aircraft carriers, right?
Yeah.
So that's my boat, So basically one aircraft carrier, and then there's amphibious ships and vessels around following us, and we're all like a submarine. It's all one group, and we patrol all of the Pacific Ocean. Because I was on Westpac. On the West Coast, it's all Pacific, and then on the East Coast, all Atlantic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's always somebody from the U.S. defending us in the fucking red zone. Because I was there. I was there in Jebel Ali. I was there in Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
But there's always somebody there.
Dude,
and then so when
3 years, Jesus.
Yeah. So when we got there, or whatever, whatever, I get the message, whatever, months go by. And then, so during Westpac, we go to Australia first, then I think it was Singapore, and then it was Jebel Ali, and then it was Iraq for 3 months.
Okay.
And then we're coming back, and then from there you go to Hawaii, and from Hawaii it's already America, right? So from Hawaii we have this thing called a Tiger Cruise, where families can come on the boat and sail back to San Diego with you. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you get to visit some of your family, yeah. You mean?
If they want to visit you, they can set it up to where they fly in Hawaii. They can meet us on the boat, and then they're staying on the boat, and then they're sailing to San Diego.
And that's what a Tiger Cruise is.
Tiger Cruise, correct.
Okay.
So during that, we're already done. So another battle group is already there, flying planes, bombing shit, or whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? And then so fucking 9/11, dude, I wake up first of all, I'm on night shift because I'm 7 to 7, from 7 p.m. to 7 in the morning. And then, so it's only 2 shifts, 12-hour shifts, right? When you're underway, when the boat's running. So they wake me up in the middle of the daytime. My boy wakes me up hey, wake up. Osama just flew 2 planes into the Twin Towers. I'm like, man, shut the fuck. I'm like, get out of here, dude. Mm-hmm. Let me sleep, And then 5 minutes later, I hear my chief coming down. Where the fuck is Gerardo at? Where the fuck? He goes, hey, you need to come up to the stairs, upstairs. I'm like, what? And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, so I just get dressed real quick, and then I go upstairs and have to sign papers and shit because the message that I got,
What
and then sure enough, dude, I go outside. I go outside, and we're still on the way from Hawaii to San Diego. Sure enough, from outside, I go outside, TVs everywhere. Families are going crazy, like crying and fucking. We were about to go back. The whole reason why we didn't go back is because everybody's family was on the boat, you know? So we get back to San Diego, and it's like Delta security, which is like, these guys could like frisk you butt naked if they have to get on and off the boat. And I'm just like, fuck. But then like, I mean, I don't know, you remember those times were crazy. Like right after 9/11, it was just like, wow, crazy. So I got that message. That's crazy.
So yeah, you being whatever, I don't know, ranking, I guess you call it, in the Navy at that time, before all that shit, like you were aware, you and the people in the Navy or wherever the military at your ranking or above were aware of Osama bin Laden? Like, because I didn't even I heard, obviously the 90s bombing at the World Trade Center that fucked up the parking garage and shit. But I mean, until 9/11, it's not like to me in Canada. I mean, Saddam Hussein was that motherfucker.
Yeah,
right?
no, definitely. Yeah, definitely bin Laden was known. Yeah, because our operating,
he was releasing videos and shit, threatening.
Come on. He was a viral motherfucker. All of our intelligence, all of our intelligence of the U.S., like where we're getting the information from, it was like they're all like there. You know what I mean? They're all like there, and they all been followed. They've been following probably for years before that. Been following his movement, you know what I mean? And it wasn't until 9/11. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't until 9/11 to where, it's crazy. It's crazy because my rate was an IT, which was called a radioman before. They changed it in 2000 to IT. So we were called radioman first. And that's, we have top secret clearances because we get all the information or whatnot. So if you want to be a Navy SEAL, you could be, you would go in as like an IT or like something with top secret. So there was I met a lot of fools at school that were like fucking, dude, one of my closest boys in school became like SEAL Team 6, dude. He was like, and he was like the oldest guy I've ever seen like make the Navy. He ran the 1.5 miles in like 5:30.
Wait, is there like an upper limit so long as you can meet all the physical requirements?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he was older, but he was like in better physical shape than all of us, and he was older. He was like, he started.
No, but I'm saying, like, can you be too old as long as you meet all?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I think there's like a cutoff. I think it's like 35 or some shit like that.
Goddamn.
Oh, it's 26. It's actually 26.
26.
Yeah, my girl's brother is like, I don't know if he's like a Navy SEAL or some shit, but he don't want to tell, and I know. You know what I'm saying? I know what he's going through and shit. Like, I met a whole band, like, because we had a music room in the boat, and there was like a rock band, and they were like fucking, like kind of like Rage Against the Machine, kind of. And they were all Navy SEAls, I shit you not.
What?
Yeah. And then they were all young as shit too, like 19, 18, fucking swimming in the ocean, like, probably got a couple bodies, you know what I mean?
Probably got a couple bodies. You had to take it back to the streets.
Yeah. No, I mean, dude, because I have cousins. Like, my cousin was like he was like an airborne Army Ranger, and he was like during the Cold War era, and he came back all fucked up. He got like close kills, like straight knife kills, and that shit'll fuck you up, man. That shit'll fuck you up. Like it's something different when you do it with your, it's like by hand rather than gun,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And I got homies that were like snipers and shit. They're like all, it's crazy, man. Like, it's good that I got out when I did, to be honest with you, because I probably wouldn't have been doing all this shit I've been doing,
Yeah. You do believe that it would have fucked you up in some mental capacity where
I say you'd be in a fucking rubber room by now, I think.
Yeah, or like, or like if I would have stayed in, I probably would have been more of a family man and not rapping as much, and like not into like the things I'm into right now. And I don't know.
I don't know about that. You were rapping in fucking jail.
No shit.
You were rapping in line. You were rapping at work. You were rapping on the plane. I mean,
you were smoking weed then. You're smoking weed now. I don't think much has changed.
Yeah, but like it's just the way of life is changed. Like, you know, because I'm a civilian right now, you know. I'm like free in so to say. I'm like free, you know. Like in the military, you're not free. I can't do whatever I want, you know. I can't. You can't. I obviously can't stay in and do whatever I want, you know. So it's like that's the difference. But then it's like the people I've met, you know, like with the universe works in a certain way. It's like if you guys didn't interview Chase, I wouldn't have interviewed you guys, you know.
Yeah,
Like same shit like that, like, you know, like
and think where the cycle started from, like Lush. First of all,
Lush, right.
even battle rap covering the GP, all that stuff. Like, you know, that's where the cycle all started from. Then obviously, Lush is a connection to you, and Chase being familiar with him. You
How
and
about
Chase
that Grand
working
Prix,
together.
huh?
Oh,
that Grand Prix
shit, son.
Dude, I was there, dude. I was there at the final.
Oh yeah.
I was there. Like it was.
Oh,
it was
you
crazy.
mean that one they told everybody not to come to? That one?
Yeah. And I got lightweight. Me and Organic kind of got into it like in the beginning because he was like looked at me and was like, "No, you ain't coming." I was like, "What? I done drove all the way from the Bay to get here." Like, nah. Like me and Caustic showed up and I was like, "Dude, we rap for you, dude. What? What do you mean we can't get in here?" And then all of us, you know, and then all, you know, like after a while,
Organic,
I got all loose.
Organic even put that warning out on social media multiple times. Don't
He
just
did,
show up at the
don't
venue.
Show up, right?
Yeah, no. But we were
because
already,
of Fredo.
No. We already had like we were already there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we were gonna go regardless. You know what I mean? Like, so like when we went, I'm like, all right, if they don't let us in, we're gonna get in somehow. And then you know, it got looser, and then the owner came up to me and because she saw the whole thing with me and Organic, and then me and Organic are always been cool, you know. So like, you know, she's like, yeah, just come in. I just, you know, we just need to keep it like at occupancy. Like, yeah, that's cool. But then there was really nobody there, like not a lot of people, you know. So I was there, but then I was there for the whole thing. It was kind of intense, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, a small room battle like that, a whole event like that, with that caliber, with that much on the line at the end of the night, plus you got the championship match between Sharon and Real Deal. Yeah, the intensity must have been real high because I think that would take you back to, you know, the early days when, you know, you're just battling with a small group of people around you. Most of them are your peers, but the stakes are way fucking higher this time.
Yeah, and then like, you know, like to be honest, you know, I'm good friends with Marv, you know, really good friends with Marv. I'm really cool with Saint as well. I'm not trying to take it away from anyone, but I really thought Marv won that battle. You know what I'm saying? Like I was there, and in the room he won. You know what I mean? But then like it was crazy because it was like 70-30 on the Twitch. You know, it was 70-30 Marv winning, and then like the judges. It was like it was on the judges, you know, and I was like, okay, you know, I'm not mad, you know, because it's not me, but I really wanted to see Marv win because of, you know, he's like my era of rap, and also he worked really hard and he was in top form all and he had to beat hella fools. Yeah, I mean, not to take away from Saint beat Disaster, you know, but I mean, like, you know, we've watched so many battles, and then you know when someone wins and someone loses, you know. Like not even like if you like it was like one of those battles like in the room it was no question, you know. That's why I couldn't believe the whole shit. Like he had bigger moments, he had bigger everything. It was just like I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought Saint was really good, you know, too. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to take away from what Saint did. Congratulations to that man. He bought his mom's a car and shit. Yeah, like he's doing a lot of good shit with that money, but like doesn't take a man. I was there, dude. It was like
wait for somebody that's been around that long. Like, I mean, we were talking about Don't Flap and Grind Time and all this, everything else. How do you feel about this? Like Twitch, caffeine, like how do you feel about all that?
I mean, I like it because it's first of all, it's free when you if you're watching, you know, if you want to watch, it's free, right? That's always good. And I think it's good because we need events. Like for battle rap, you need events, and like those ones from like you send a video and the other sends a video from the house. It's not the same as a real event, you know. So like I think it's cool because we're able to do events at least, you know. But I mean, I can't wait till it starts to get back to like the crowd form format, because that's what that's where it all is, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it all lies from there. That's the essence. You need to hear that feedback, Do
you agree with the idea that in the room watching the battle is not always the same as watching on video, and sometimes your opinion can change on who won? Yeah,
definitely, yeah. And especially like with how material ages,
Yeah, yeah.
You be thinking, damn, that shit was hard. That shit was hard in 2007,
Yeah.
right? And then you fucking 2014, it's like, oh, that shit's corny now, because it's aged. So that's one thing, a lot of my shit was, was more intricate before, but now, like, when I battle, I'm like guaranteed my performance is gonna last longer, as far as like on camera. But I do really believe in that, and I do really believe in like in the room versus like viewing it online.
Building downtown. Building downtown. Building downtown.